So this is basically an update, more or less, to the last video I made. So if you haven't seen that video about business owners reacting to the lockdown of Russia for the coronavirus, make sure you click on the screen and watch that one first, because it'll really give you a lot of information on the situation in Russia as far as the coronavirus goes. But after I filmed that yesterday, the mayor of the Rostov region, which I'm in right now, Rostov region of Russia, announced that he is restricting people's movement in a quarantine fashion like it is going on in Russia, or excuse me, in Moscow, because a few days ago Moscow put in an increased restriction on people's movement on top of what Putin has said about the lockdown of Russia for the coronavirus. People basically can't go more than 100 meters from their home and only to their nearest store. So we're gonna have a look to see if there's any difference today than there was yesterday after the announcement was made. Because yesterday there wasn't a lot of people, but there were some, so we're going to see what the difference is today, now that the increased lockdown has hit Rostov. Well, this is the first intersection from where we're staying, and honestly doesn't look a bit of different from how it looked yesterday before the Rostov lockdown started. Still a lot of cars on the road, so we'll have to see how it is a little bit farther, but no difference at all. Still, roads are very busy. We'll see how a store up here looks, see if there's anybody shopping. Well, it seems public transportation's still running. We just saw a bus. There's taxis on the road. It's kind of strange. I expected people to be listening to the order from the mayor and actually doing the quarantine. I guess there's less cars than normal, but there's still a huge amount of cars on the road. It's very surprising. So we'll keep investigating and show you as we go. Well, I guess this area here is pretty busy on normal days before the coronavirus, so it is a large decrease, but still a lot of people out. People washing their cars, tire repair shop working, so seems things are still functioning. A lot of the non-essential businesses are closed, that's for sure. But we'll have to see what else is going on here. So that store was pretty full of food, and nothing lacking on the shelves. Prices looked as they did a couple days ago. People in the stores, both with masks and without, but I noticed there's a lot more people with masks on now than there used to be here just a few days ago, yesterday for that matter. So it looks like a small change in the ongoing situation here in Rostov due to the statement from the mayor of Rostov about the lockdown of the city, but nothing very substantial as it seems. So please like my videos, this one in particular, so the YouTube algorithm will show it to more people. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and share this video across all social media. Okay, it's quite a few hours later, and I decided, since it seemed there wasn't much difference during the day, I want to give it a look in the evening and let you guys know how it is in the evening, not just the daytime, to give you kind of a full picture of what it's really like here in Rostov. So, just came out. Nobody out on this street yet, but it doesn't really say anything, so gonna go up to the next big intersection and see what's going on there. Okay, well, we're at this intersection when so at this intersection, which we're not too far from the center of Rostov, not very many cars. It's unlike this afternoon. Now we can really see quite a difference. This is a intersection that's usually pretty busy during the evening. So yeah, there are some cars and a bus going by that has looked like 3 people on board. Now this is near the center of a very busy and big city, Rostov-on-Don. It's not a small city in Russia, that's for sure. So this gives you a little insight that this lockdown is really starting to have effect. You know, it's going slowly, like this afternoon. Not really a big deal, it seemed, to the locals here, but now it seems so. And actually, just about 20 minutes ago in Donetsk, they just announced that the first positive case of coronavirus has been identified in the Donetsk People's Republic. So that makes the coronavirus now in Donetsk and Lugansk republics. And of course, we know Rostov has several cases now, and many in Moscow. But again, it's nothing like in some of the other Western countries, like the United States for that matter, which I believe is over 150,000 now. Russia just has a couple of thousand. So it's quite a big difference. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully there's not a big outbreak in Russia. But we'll see, and we'll hope the best. We hope that the world is able to band together and really go against this coronavirus. And this is virtually World War III against the coronavirus. I've said it before. The world needs to band together against this coronavirus. It's the only way we're going to beat it. Our millions are going to die. So there's a wine store. There's someone sitting in there manning the counter, but no customers. It's open though. And here's another market up here, so we'll have a look, see how busy it is, what the people are doing, if it's closed or not. It's starting to get a little later. It's about 8:30 now. So we'll see. So seems like they are just now closing. It says their new hours are from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So they're closing even a bit early now. But still a lot of food in the store here. A couple customers still lagging. But seems like life is more or less still going on here in Russia and Rostov, even with the lockdown and bans. I don't know what they're actually doing to enforce this lockdown. We'll have to see. As of now, it seems like not much, because there's a lot of people on the roads, even taxis. But we'll see how the time plays out. So we're back here at this mall that we were at the other day, and it seems like they might actually be closing down now. But a few people coming out, seems like they work there. But maybe the next day or two we'll have to check it out again during the day, see exactly if it's fully working, or, well, it's obviously not fully working. We saw that on Saturday, but we're gonna have to see. But this has been a day and evening in Rostov, so you see how the lockdown is affecting it. Seems like the residents here really aren't accepting it just yet. But people need to remember, this isn't any game. The coronavirus isn't going away just yet. The world needs to band together. So people need to realize what's really happening. Please like this video, subscribe, get your family ready for any possible downturns that can come with this coronavirus. Buy all the supplies you need, think the long term. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe and share this video across social media. But most important, hit that like button right now. Thank you. Good luck.